Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 9. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally back on the plane. In the plane, there we go. So what we're going to do now is finally fly from Lynchburg with our precious cheesesteaks to go visit Iceblade. And we have to go down Disaway, kind of skirt around the mountains here, into Atlanta! Which, if I'm not mistaken, is like the busiest airport in the Western Hemisphere. So we're going to have fun with that. Let's flick this back to where it belongs, and get on the gozy. Your altimeter is not set correctly. Well, thank you. That was helpful. We want to depart to the west.
Lynchburg ground, Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 60, Warp with Hotel. Request taxi for takeoff.
Who is Hotel and why are we with them?
Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 60, Warp, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 22. Using taxiway Bravo. Contact tower on 127.65 when ready.
Affirmative.
Taxi, hold short, runway 22. Using taxiway Bravo. Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu.
Now we need to set our nav beacon to be 110.8. Is it V? No. X. There we go. Right. Okay, so hang on. My head tracker is not really working very well. Anyone see runway or taxiway Bravo rather? You know what? Let's just turn on the progressive taxi. Just to help us out. Oh. Good thing I did that. Were we really that stupid? Was the runway right here the whole time? Really? I hate crossing runways. Design your fucking airport properly. Whoops. Don't worry, guys. There's probably not a German co-pilot on this flight. At least not a suicidal one. And we're nowhere near the Alps anyway. Whoa, topical humor. It's not funny. I know, thank you. I really wish I knew why the, oh, that's right, I'm supposed to tune to the tower. Derp.
Lynchburg Tower, Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 60, Warp, ready at runway 22, west departure. Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 68, Warp, cleared for takeoff. Runway 22, departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 22, Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 60, Warp.
We are pretty much lined up on the numbers. There we go. Parking brake set. Flaps extended by 1. Are all our, well, that's our fuel. That's not going to help us. Are all our trims Pretty even. I think if I remember right, you can actually just look at the trim. Yes, 0. Have I mentioned how annoying it is that where my finger is isn't actually where my finger is? Here we go, 0. Also, is it bad I don't know where my finger is? Parking brake. There we go. And I forgot to shut off the humidifier. Professionalism, people. Professionalism. I know you're used to it by now. Okay. Right, so we're ready to go. Throttle to full. Brakes off, and away we roll. Oh shit, I forgot to set my heading. Well, we'll figure it out when we get off the ground. Boy, there's one hell of a wind. Affirmative.
Romeo departure, Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 684, type Baron, 2 miles southwest of Lynchburg, request flight following. Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 684, Romeo departure, squawk 4251. Squawk 4251, Baron, 684. Baron, 684, radar contact 3 miles southwest of Lynchburg, 2,500. Altimeter 3071. Copy. Baron 684.
Now, we need to set our VOR correctly, which belongs set to 237. So it wasn't that far off. It gears up, I think it is. Yes, it is, okay. Without crashing, Blitz. Without going wildly off course, Blitz. There we go. Now we just have to get slightly back on course. I think all my trims are still at 0. I haven't touched any of them, at least not that I remember. How far is it?
Lynchburg 440, contact Washington Center on 127.9025.
Minutes.
127.9025 for Piper 440.
46 minutes to our waypoint. So what have you guys been up to? Been doing much? Been playing the games? Or playing games like I've mentioned that you should probably be doing? I swear my rudder must be off. You're going too high, Blitz. Oh, fuck it. It's fine. Sorry, guys. Kind of a little bit jerky flight here.
Roanoke approach. Cessna November 46232 with you. Cessna November 46232 Roanoke approach. Roger. Altimeter 3066. Cessna 624. Contact Roanoke approach on 118.15. Baron 684. Contact Roanoke departure on 135.0.
Affirmative.
135.0. Baron 684. Roanoke departure. Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684 with you. Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684. Roanoke departure. Roger. Current altimeter 3071.
We're up way too high. We belong at 6,500 for this flight.
Roanoke approach. Piper November 46832 with you. 6,500. Piper November 46832. Roanoke approach. Roger. Current altimeter 2997.
Sorry, accidentally hit my caps lock. Slightly richer than maximum temperature.
Roanoke approach, roger, altimeter 3071.
What do you mean it's not leaned correctly? I did that. Did I still have to make it leaner, or did I make it too lean? I don't know now. You'll have to compare the fuel flow now versus before. We're at 14 units. I think it's, is that gallons per hour? Yeah, gallons per hour. I feel bad for any passengers who happen to be in the back of my aircraft. These altitude changes and sudden rolls as I'm trying to remember how to fly again. It's gotta be brutal for people with air sickness.
Roanoke approach, orbit 7485 with you. Orbit 7485, Roanoke approach, roger, current altimeter 2997.
Flying too high again. I said we're flying too high again. How are we looking on our map? We're slightly off course, but considering we have no guidance right now, we're literally flying by the seat of our pants. I'll take it. A de Havilland. Is someone going to tell me about the de Havilland, or I just find it on my own? Mega Man! Mega Man! Look out! There's an enemy! Shut up! I fucking know that! God! So annoying! Sequelitis heart. Yeah, I see them. Shut up. What the hell?
Orbit 7485. Traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 6,200. Barron, report them. Orbit 7485. Have the traffic. Barron, 64. Have the traffic.
I don't know why it suddenly exited the game when I did that, but it did. Whoa, what the hell? We just fucking teleported through that cloud. Your altimeter is set incorrectly. To fuck? No, really? To fuck? Did we just, like, phase shift or something? We must have changed boundaries on the scenery map or something. I don't know. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Flying high again. Up, up, and away in our beautiful Baron. No, huh? Well, I tried. Admittedly, not very hard, but it never do. So since the last time I've flown with you guys, I've actually been on planes again. Racked up 4 flights between then and now. I had a talkative pilot leaving Buffalo. He tells me, oh yeah, for you frequent flyers out there, you're going to notice us do something a little unusual. We're going to take off, close our gear, and then open our gear back up again to try to fling the snow off of it. I'm like, okay, and why are you telling us this? We know that. Figure we understand that the gear can go up and down as it feels like it. You don't have to tell us, oh, by the way, you're going to be opening the gear back up at some point. But no, he found it necessary to tell us. The one that I understood he had to tell us about, he's like, oh yeah, because it's all snowy and icy out here, we have to go get ourselves de-iced. So they took us down to this de-icing pad at the end of the runway and basically hosed the plane off. You stood there and you just heard everything like pouring over you. It's like waves on my body. That is a reference to a Pico Pop song. +5 nerd points if you know the band who sang it. Sang it, air quotes. It's so hard to fly this now because the last game I've played right before filming this one was Hyperzone for the Super Nintendo, and I gotta tell you, there's a huge difference between the two.
Contact Greensboro approach on 124.35.
Greensboro?
124.35 for Baron 64. Greensboro approach, Baron Bravo Tango.
Are we in North Carolina now?
With you. Baron Bravo Tango 20684. Greensboro approach, roger. Current altimeter 2997. Cessna 920. Contact Roanoke approach on 126.
Oh, we're not in North Carolina yet. There's the line there.
126.9. Cessna 920.
Is that telling us anything yet? Nope, because we still haven't found the beacon. Still too far away. Doesn't help either that I'm all itchy because I just got my hair cut. I really wish I could see what's going on my right monitor there because, well, not my right monitor, not this one here, but the one all the way over here. Because when using the triple monitor like I am, it creates this big black field blocking that rightmost monitor, so I can't see a damn thing on it. So I have no way to tell if the game is actually recording correctly because I can't see the preview. I could have put it on the left monitor, again, not that one, but that one over there. But
turn right heading 070.
then I would have actually had to print out my nav data. Instead, I just put it on a PDF and left it there. So my leftmost monitor, this one over here, shows you we're supposed to be using about 73 gallons of fuel. It'll take us 2 hours. My left monitor is looking at my wing. My center monitor is looking at us flying radically off course, as you do. My right monitor is looking at my wing, and this monitor is nothing but blackness. Flying too high again.
Cessna 272. Traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles, 15,500. Cessna Skylane, report them in sight. Cessna 664. Traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles, 9,500. Cessna Caravan, report them in sight.
We are crashing right now, aren't we?
3927 with you, 11,000. Orbit 3927, Greensboro approach, roger, current altimeter 2997. Cessna 664, have the traffic.
All I want to see is my fucking gauges. Pitch 0. So if it's 0, why do we still keep yawing over that way? Makes no sense to me. Must be wind. So going back to my last flight, went down to
Contact Washington Center on 124.05.
Went down to the Music City.
124.05.
Would you shut up, please? Went down to the Music City. Again, +5 nerd points if you know where that is without having to Google it. It was interesting because while I was down there, I got a day off from work because it was a snow day. And when I say snow, I mean it was a flurry day, but, you know, Southerners can't plow for shit. They got about 3 inches of snow and the city shut down. So that was good, right? Get paid to sit in my hotel room and do jack shit for a day. It was hard because I was trying to find a place to eat for breakfast, and I tried 3 McDonald's and a Subway. They were all shut. Finally ended up finding a Waffle House that was open. Never had Waffle House before, and I gotta say I was not that impressed. I was in the South, arguably. I mean, I've heard people say Nashville's not the South, but whatever. The eggs, the first time I ordered poached eggs. The first ones I got were raw. Like, completely raw. The second ones they got were soft-boiled, and I was about to send them back again. The grits I got were gummy and overcooked. They were really bad. The biscuit, it had to have been probably the worst biscuit I've ever had. If only because they decided, okay, once they bake the biscuit, they're now going to rip it in half, slather it in butter, and then put it on the griddle until it's toasted up like toast. What's up with that? Who does that to a biscuit? And then the waffle. Oh man, the waffle. I took a picture of it, sent it to my mother, and she said it looks like a giant Eggo. And you know, that really is what it is. I mean, I tried it, and I have to say, it kind of reminded me of a runway. It kind of reminded me of a textured pancake. Like, if you called it a Waffle House pancake, I would have been fine with it. It would have been perfectly fine. But to call that a waffle, that's a stretch. Now, honestly, I didn't even want the damn thing, but they had a deal where if you get, you know, the full breakfast, you throw in the waffle for like 30 cents. So I said, you know, for that price, fuck it, I'll take the waffle. I don't want it, but I'll eat it.
Orbit 3927, descend and maintain 2,700. Descend and maintain 2,700. Orbit 3927.
Sorry, I was taking a drink and I forgot my head is still tied to the game.
4 miles at 5,000. Loading report them inside. Loading 144. Traffic is 9 o'clock. 4 miles at 8,500. Cessna Skyline. Report them inside. Loading 144.
All those times I've seen that commercial where they're like, get your head in the game. Well, now I've finally done it. See? My head is actually in the game.
Traffic is 7 o'clock. 4 miles at 10,300.
7 o'clock?
Report them inside.
I can't see that.
Baron 64, traffic not in sight.
It's behind me. What the fuck do I care about something behind me? That first camera was the tower. I was about to say, you know, it really looks like we're nosing down. It's because we were nosing down. Whoops. I see a Boeing. A Boeing that's nowhere near me. Are you going to tell me about the Boeing, too? Been flying now for about a half hour. Really? A half hour already? I just know we took off around 1:30. So it doesn't feel like I've been flying for a half hour. I guess I'll see the timestamp later. We're having this philosophical debate about the passage of time. Is it just me, or does my altitude gauge or attitude gauge look like it's starting to get fucked up? Don't tell me that I've got to turn my pitot heat on again. Yep, my pitot heat is off. Oh, of course it is. What is that now? 3 times we've been bit by the pitot heat? I mean, it's honestly, it's probably warm enough that we don't really need it. If this was a better plane model, you'd actually have a thermometer right there, but this is Flight Sim 9, not 10. And it's not prepared. I'd love to have prepared, but that costs too much. And when you do get prepared, then you can spend like $30, $35, something like that, to get this plane, like in glorious high def.
Turn right heading 115. Mooney 144. Turn right heading 115. Descend and maintain 2,900.
How bad of a pilot?
115. Descend and maintain 2,900. Mooney 144.
How bad of a pilot do you have to be that you have to get directions turn by turn to find the airport?
Turn right heading 145. Turn right heading 145. Mooney 144.
How are we doing? We're running perfectly parallel to our goal. Which is, we kind of figured that. I mean, without having an actual beacon to aim at, the best we can hope for is just follow along the compass. I guess while we're waiting, we can pull up the next nav beacon, which would be 112.2. Perfect. So now we're ready to switch beacons as soon as we hit.
Greensboro approach. Piper November 26816 with you 10,500. Piper November 26816. Greensboro approach. Roger. Altimeter 2997. Cessna 272. Contact Roanoke approach on 135.0. Going to 135.0. Cessna 272.
So as of me recording this, we're actually right now, I guess we're time traveling 4 weeks in the future. Let's discuss the plans of my main channel. We have 4 weeks of videos queued up. We got the last 8 episodes of Prison Architect. We brought back from hiatus Sim Golf, and we have the last, did I say 4 episodes? I meant to say 4 weeks, 8 episodes.
You are 17 miles northeast, clear, turn right heading 205, descend and maintain 2,900, approach ILS, runway 23, maintain 2,000.
Hey, we found the beacon!
Established on the localizer. Contact Greensboro Tower on 119.1.
Now we know how to turn.
Turn right heading 205, descend and maintain 2,900, cleared ILS, runway 23, approach, maintain 2,900, until established. Tower on 119.1, Mooney 144.
So anyway, yeah, I recorded the last 8 episodes of Prison Architect, where I have to retire the prison. I brought Sim Golf back from hiatus, recorded 8 episodes of that. So now we finally finished our course off. All 18 holes are done. That was a long time coming, right? Because that was 3 years on the channel now, maybe? 2 years? I think it might be 2 years now that that game's been on the channel. But it's finally done.
Greensboro approach, Cessna November 42304 with you, 10,000. Orbit 3927, turn left heading 145. Cessna November 42304, Greensboro approach, roger, altimeter 2997. Orbit 3927, turn left heading 115.
Recorded another couple of...
Left heading
God damn it, all you people, shut up.
3927.
Take it to a private channel, okay? Record a couple more episodes of Caesar 3. I tried to follow some valuable advice from a Mr. Counting TLS, and I cocked it up. As I do, you know. Did another couple of classic games, as we're wont to do, so... Really, are we going to do this again? Sorry, I got a wire. I'm tangled in a wire. Here we go. So the question is now, what games do we bring onto the channel? Because we need to get a couple of games added to it. At least in the near future, though, I'm probably going to be focusing a little bit more on this channel because, you know, like I said, I've got enough content now for the other one for a while. I actually have free time to record for a change. Hence why I'm recording this video right now. I admit, too, the last couple of weeks I've been geeking out for,
Contact Greensboro approach on 118.5, Aaron 608. Contact Greensboro approach on 118.5.
been geeking out.
118.5, Aaron 608.
Been geeking out for City Skylines, which just launched.
Joined at 118.5, orbit 3927.
I guess it didn't just launch anywhere. It's like, you know, damn near 3 weeks out now at this point. But I was busy watching every possible Let's Play under the sun for that game because it was making me nostalgic for SimCity 4. And fortunately now I have the game. Shout out to my friend B-Rock who bought it. The problem is we can't feature it on my channel. I mean, maybe it'll go on this channel, but it doesn't really fit the theme of this channel. Graphically, yes, it belongs here, but thematically, not so much. So that'll just be one of those games I think I'm going to enjoy on my own. And sorry, you're just not going to be able to see it. I do know we are going to be bringing some Euro Truck Simulator onto the channel soon. I know I've been promising that in the teaser trailer for the channel now, what? 4 or 5 months I've been saying in the teaser that it, or teaser, in the channel trailer that it would be on the channel, and it's not there yet. So soon. How's our Gips looking? Better. Not great, but better. How long until we turn? 47 miles. We're currently moving at 162 knots. Really? Because that's not what that says. Oh, I guess because that's my airspeed. This is how fast I'm moving relative to the beacon. So if I'm kind of moving at an angle to the beacon, I'd have a different speed than my airspeed's moving. This would only be accurate, I guess, if I'm heading directly at or directly away from the beacon. Oh my god, I'm so itchy. Pro tip, don't get your hair done. Just don't fucking cut it. Leave it alone. Let it grow. Let it grow, let it grow. So what else have I done lately? I did a very stupid thing. I decided to go and watch, you know, the big and popular Disney movie. And then promptly had songs stuck in my head for, well, it's still stuck in my head. And I can get one stuck in your head too if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that.
7264. Contact Atlanta Center on 125.15. 125.15. Cessna 264.
I'm disappointed to see that they're going to be releasing a part 2. I don't think it'll be as cool as the first video. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'll stop now. Also, read the news on Star Wars. Dude, I am so pissed off with Lucas right now. He sold it to Disney. And now what? They're going to turn Leia into a Disney princess? I mean, come on, really? But, no, that's not my complaint. My complaint is, supposedly, according to the source I read, they're going to be doing the ultimate retcon. Everything in the expanded universe. Everything. After the book Outbound Flight, which, mind you, wasn't that good, will now be considered non-canon. Luke never marries Mara. Doesn't have children. Or I guess technically a child. Han and Leia don't get married. Or, I mean, they probably will. But their children probably won't be Jason, Jaina, and Ben. Not Ben, Anakin. Ben is Luke's son. So yeah, as a fervent reader of Star Wars books, I have to say that news hits me very hard. Why it was that Lucas, or not Lucas so much as Disney, didn't just decide, okay, we have some really great books in the extended universe. Like, for example, the Wrath of Thrawn trilogy. It's not Wrath of Thrawn. Hand of Thrawn? Emperor's Hand? I don't know. But, you know, Thrawn, from the Chiss Consortium, tries to reunite the Empire. Does a really good job of it because he's a military genius. That would have made a great movie. A great set of movies. Now see, that says we're missing the line to the left. That says we're pretty much on the line. This is why we don't use GPS, right? Right. Ouch. Got myself tied up again. It's a great excuse to use when your mother calls, right? Hey Ma, I'd love to talk, but I'm tied up right now. No, really, I'm tied up right now. Shove my head through the ceiling a little bit. Nautical miles till our turn. Why are we suddenly falling out of the sky? It's so funny is that you'll be perfectly fine. You can basically just fly it with your hand off the joystick for a while, and all of a sudden, nope, we're gonna just like start crashing on you. How are we doing on fuel right now? I mean, we're probably using very little. Oh yeah, look at that. We're still pretty much a full tank. And we're crashing again. Because we are down to 2100 RPM thereabouts. Our manifold pressure is looking pretty good. And, I mean, look at how low our fuel flow is. Still around 14 gallons per hour. Now, the funny thing is, if we're using approximately 14 gallons per hour, how come our flight path is predicting 73 gallons of fuel? Shouldn't it only be 28? Unless we really burn off a lot during the takeoff. That must be what it is. I'm so tired because I didn't go to bed till like 3 o'clock thereabouts this morning. Yeah, I really stayed up late, didn't I? Groovy.
125.15 for Darren 64. Atlanta Center, Darren Bravo Tango Zulu 64 with you 6,000. Darren Bravo Tango Zulu 684, Atlanta Center, Roger. Altimeter 29907.
29907, aye.
Atlanta Center, landmark 7434 with you.
Landmark 7434, Atlanta Center, Roger. Altimeter 29907. Cessna 640, contact Greensboro approach on 124.3.
Now you're probably going to notice chatter non-stop.
Cessna 640.
Because, like I said, Atlanta... I want to say Atlanta's like the busiest airport in the Western Hemisphere.
World Travel 5475. Contact Atlanta Center on 134.55.
That might be LAX.
134.55. World Travel 5475.
But Atlanta's definitely the busiest on the East Coast, if nothing else. Absolutely the busiest on the East Coast.
Airway 4462. Contact Atlanta Center on 132.9.
It's Delta's main hub,
132.9.
and a couple of airlines use it as a major hub, but for Delta, it's their hub.
Contact Charlotte approach on 134.75. 134.75 for Cessna 264.
Are you going to tell me about that Cessna Skyline? It's nowhere near me. That's perfect time to go, oh my god, do you see the plane? Do you see that plane? That plane right there! Ah! Hey, no fair, how come he's got such a straight and level flight? In before using autopilot.
Cessna 256, traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 6,400. Barron, report them in sight. Barron 684, traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 9,000. Cessna Skylane, report them in sight. Barron 684, have the traffic. Cessna 256, traffic in sight.
Go away.
Cessna 256, traffic alert, 2 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 6,600. Barron, report them in sight. Barron 684, traffic
4
alert,
o'clock.
4 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 9,000. Cessna Skylane, report them in sight.
Is it that what they're complaining about?
Cessna 256, traffic in sight. Barron 684, don't have the Cessna Skylane in sight.
I don't see a damn thing. That's the one that flew. That's a Beechcraft, not a Cessna. I can't even look through the back of my plane to see them. Look, I can't even see them here.
Atlanta Center, Pacifica 504 with you.
By the way, that little arm sticking out the front of my aircraft, that's the Pateau.
Piper 232, traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 9,000. Cessna Skylane, report them in sight. Cessna 256, traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 9,500. Piper Cherokee, report them in sight.
Piper 232, traffic in sight.
Cessna 256, have the traffic.
I got to drive, going back to my discussion of Nashville, I got to drive a Dodge Derp while I was down there. I gotta tell you, I'm not impressed. It's now the third car I've tried. Well, no, I guess it's technically the fifth car I've tried in that size class.
Atlanta Center, Cessna, November 18280 with you.
I drove
November 18280.
2015 Focus, 2015 Cruise, 2015 Sentra, 2015 Jetta, and now the 2015 Derp. And I gotta say, of all the 5 of them, the Derp was my least favorite. It kind of had like this weird hesitation on the transmission. It was the strangest thing. Like, you never would have expected it to be a car that was only 8 months old.
Going to 124.35, Baron 912. Cessna 256, contact Greensboro approach on 124.35. Going at 124.35, Cessna 256.
Warning, Cessna Skyhawk, 9 miles. Oh my god, you're gonna hit it.
Piper 232, contact Greensboro approach on 124.35. Baron 684, contact Atlanta Center on 134.55.
Affirmative.
134.55 for Baron 684. Atlanta Center, Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684 with you. Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684, Atlanta Center, Roger, altimeter 2997.
How's our map looking? We're actually doing pretty good. $11 nautical miles till our turn. Not that it's much of a turn, because we're going to go from 237 degrees heading to 246 degrees heading. To the next jump will be 234, and the last one will be 225. So it's a pretty straight shot actually from Lynchburg to Atlanta. Hey, we pop through the clouds. Then of course they suddenly get a sudden upburst or updraft, whatever you want to call it.
Atlanta Center, Pacifica 504 with you. Pacifica 504.
I've noticed my left monitor here gets kind of like a moire pattern going on when you have a blue field on it. The right monitor is okay, but the left monitor gets like this blotchiness to it.
Pacifica 504.
Which makes no sense considering they're the same models. They're both Acers. And like the exact same model of Acer too. I literally, you know, found the model I want and say, boom, give me 2 of those. The reason why I got those particular ones, if for no other reason, A, they were cheap. I get 2 of them for like $380, or it might have been $370 now I'm thinking about it. And their horizontal size, like their physical size, is almost the same as the vertical size of my main monitor. And then they're, you know, 1080 horizontal resolution right now. I mean, their native is 1920, but I set them to 1080 horizontal by, I think it's like 634 vertical. They get a nice little wraparound on the main display. With the end result that my main viewport is about 5 feet across. From ear to ear is about 5 feet. And I know my view is exaggerated versus what you're actually seeing, but deal with it. Because I don't have, this camera's not set up to be 1-to-1. As I look slightly to the left, it moves further to the left than I'm actually looking to the left. And it's done that way. This way I can just kind of do one of these numbers and look around my cockpit and say, what the hell is that down there? Is that a headset jack down there? That detail, man. Why are we climbing? We're above our altitude. Let's bring it on down. I said bring it on down, dumbass. There we go. No, down! Down! I'd like to say to the plane, can we fast forward to the part where you go down on me? I want to move my life to a new perspective. No? Okay, +5 music nerd points if you could happen to name the artist of that song. As well as the splinter group that broke off right before that song was recorded. That'd be a bonus +5 nerd points. Well, let's just say we're close enough at this point. So we want to go to N to X to V. Try to level my flight out a bit here. And we want to go to 246 degrees. Boom. There it is. Let's start turning. That's probably a good enough turn. I think I bumped my manifold pressure up slightly. Let's bring that back. There we go. That's a little better. No reason to rush. We got all night. Or all day, because it's only 2 in the afternoon. And now we need to start moving our nav beacon to 113.4 is our next nav beacon. All right.
Aaron 684, contact Atlanta Center on 125.15.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
125.15, Aaron 684. Atlanta Center, Aaron Bravo.
I hate how they bounce you back and forth between towers.
Aaron Bravo Tango Kilo 684, Atlanta Center, Roger. Altimeter 299.7.
Especially considering that I was on 125.15.
Atlanta Center, landmark 2167.
There's a runway.
900, climbing flight level.
Not our runway, but a runway nonetheless.
Landmark 2167, Atlanta Center, Roger. Current altimeter 299.8. Cessna 152, contact Greensboro approach at 124.35. Going at 124.35, Cessna 152.
There's a Cessna that's nowhere near us. Better yell at us for that. How's our Gips looking? Looking very Gips-like. So I guess that's HKY, whatever airport that is that we're looking at there. How fun would it be to just suddenly drop out of the air and land on that airport? Like, don't tell them I'm coming or nothing. Just go whee and land. And before someone could chase me off the runway, just take back off.
Atlanta Center, Kuiper, November 26816 with you. Kuiper, November 26816, Atlanta Center, Roger. Altimeter 299.7.
Please leave a message after the beep.
Landmark 7434, traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 10,500. Piper Cherokee, report them in sight.
Or after the beep.
Landmark 7434, have the Piper Cherokee in sight.
Or before the beep.
Piper 816, traffic is 3 o'clock, 4 miles at 14,000. Cessna Caravan, report them in sight.
Please wait for the beep.
Piper 816, traffic in sight.
Hello, and thank you for calling the mental health hotline. That's a funny audio clip if you've never heard it. If you're codependent, have somebody press 2 for you. If you're dyslexic, please press 6969696.
Landmark 8167, contact Atlanta Center on 119.575.
If you're paranoid schizophrenic, listen closely, and a small voice will tell you which button to press.
Landmark 8167.
This wire is getting in my way again. We're flying out of control again. Situation normal, all fucked up. Does that mean we're flying? Yeah. I one of these days I'll learn how to actually read my gauges and things rather than, you know, just kind of guessing based on what I think they mean. And that's, you know, that's what Prepared would do. It's designed as a flight trainer. And in fact, you have to actually, in order to get the student license, you have to actually promise that you're going to learn with it. I may be as thick as a brick, but even I can try to learn. Okay, I'm not giving you any nerd points if you happen to know that one, because I just gave that one to you on a silver platter. Okay, 2 nerd point bonus. What instrument does the lead singer of that band play?
Cessna 264, contact rear approach on 119.4.
What the hell sort of name is Greerer?
900.4, Cessna 264.
I should show off the labels for realism. This way, you know, we lose this plane when we go into the cloud. Excuse me. I think we fly to pull the middle towards the main. So when we fly to the right, it should pull the middle to the left, or from the left to the right. I think that's how that goes. He says absolutely having no real idea how it goes. Altitude up.
Landmark 900.
Why are we going up? We're supposed to be going down.
Contact Atlanta Center on 134.55. 134.55 for landmark 981 heavy. Cessna 280. Contact Atlanta Center on 134.55. Going to 134.55. Cessna 280.
We're very slowly gaining on that Cessna. Because, as you might know, that's a single plane, single prop plane. We are a real plane. Just in case one of our engines happens to go out, we'll still be fine. We'll be a lot slower, but we'll be fine. That plane, your engine goes out, you're fucked. 1/3 turn. 14 minutes. 14 minutes till our turn. Again, it's not much of a turn, but it's a turn, arguably.
Atlanta Center. World travel 90593 is out of 7,900 for 5,000. will travel Niner 5 Niner 3 Atlanta Center, roger. Altimeter 2 Niner Niner Niner. Baron 684, contact rear approach on 119.4.
Affirmative.
119.4 for Baron 684. Approach Pacifica 1802 is at 12,400, descending 11,000. Pacifica 1802, rear approach, roger, altimeter 3070. Rear approach, Baron Bravo.
Ooh, the altimeter is different here.
With you. Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 164, rear approach, roger, current altimeter 2997.
Never mind.
264, traffic is 6 o'clock, 4 miles at 6,700. Baron, report them in sight. Baron 684, traffic is 11 o'clock, 4 miles at 10,500. Cessna Skyline, report them in sight. Baron 684, have it Cessna.
We've been stalking them for a while.
Cessna 264, traffic in sight.
I call shenanigans. How would you be able to see me? I'm behind you.
Pacifica 1802, contact Atlanta Center on 119.575. 119.
Yeah, I think the gauge is getting worse.
Pacifica 1802, rear approach. Pacifica 1802, with you 11,000. Pacifica 1802, rear approach, roger, current altimeter 3059er.
Okay, how come everybody else has a different altimeter than me? 3059 and 3070, and mine's 2997 still. And if you didn't know what that is, you actually adjust the pressure of your altimeter, and then it measures your pressure versus the pressure at sea level to determine your actual altitude. That's how an altimeter works. So if you don't have your altimeter set to the correct pressure, you're going to be a different altitude off the ground than you actually think you are, and a tomb right into the ground. We're going to BZM to Sug.
Cessna 264, traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at 11,000.
He's moving pretty quick.
MD-80, report them in sight. Cessna 264, have the Boeing MD-80 in sight. Pacifica 1802, traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at 10,500. Cessna Skyline, report them in sight. Pacifica 1802, have the traffic.
I don't see the Pacifica that's talking.
1802, turn right heading 090.
I mean, he's warning him about that Cessna there, but I don't see him.
Pacifica 1802.
Whoa!
Pacifica 1802, contact Atlanta Center.
Hey, look, now our altimeter does match.
125.15, Pacifica 1802.
That must be what it is, because that's the second time it's jumped like that. We must have a scenery pack here. Look at the ground now. First, the ground over there was boring. Huh, interesting. What if I temporarily shut off flight following?
Rear approach, Baron 684, cancel flight following. Baron 684, rear approach, cancellation received. Squawk 1200, frequency change approved. Rear approach, Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684, is type Baron, 8 miles southwest of 3 November Charlie 0, request flight following. Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684, rear approach, squawk 7114. Squawk 7114, Baron 684. Baron 684, rear contact.
There we go, look.
Southwest of 3 November Charlie 0, 6,500. Current altimeter 3040. Cessna 264, traffic is 9 o'clock, 1 miles at 7,000. Baron, report them in sight. Copy. Baron 684. Baron 684, traffic is 3 o'clock, 1 miles at 10,500. Cessna Skyline, report them in sight. Cessna 264, have the traffic. Baron 684, have it Cessna Skyline.
with that, we finally got to change our altimeter to something other than 29 or 9 or 7. So what we found out is the base game doesn't bother with the altimeter.
2,700. Will travel 7325.
I hate when it opens up the window and it doesn't have the decency to get rid of it. 20 nautical miles, 7 minutes out. You can see there, we're just starting to get the point to appear on the edge of our map. Now that song is stuck in my head. I'm sorry. There's a light there for reasons. Like I said, I'd love to try Prepared because it's... I mean, I've played Flight Simulator X, but that was on my dad's computer and it wasn't very good. I mean, it was a decent game, but he had two 6600 running more or less stock and 800 GTs and SLI. And compared to my video card, those are quite old. Then again, I mean, I suppose Flight Sim 10 has been out for quite some time now. Because, I mean, I'm playing Flight Sim 9, which is 2004. So mine's 10 years old. His has got to be at least 7 years old.
November 46384 with you. Cessna November 46384 rear approach. Roger. Altimeter 3061.
Are we getting any closer to being on course? Nope. What are those mountains, man? Altitude, we're up too high. And I keep leaning to the right again. God damn it. Center myself in the seat, center my head. Now try not to move my head. Easier said than done. Because I keep, like, as I'm flying, I just naturally start doing one of these.
World travel 7325. Turn left heading 305.
Turn left heading 305. Will travel 7325.
Keeps telling me my altimeter's not set correctly, but, you know, radio's not saying, hey, by the way, dumbass, your altimeter's set wrong. Currently 6,600 feet. We've got 170 indicated airspeed. Pulling 1G. 195 frames per second with 78% fuel. Good to know. All good stats to know. Very good stats to know. Hitting a cloud. And we're going to play a nice happy cloud here. And we're going to... And we're going to make it a little happier. And we're going to give it a nice little happy tree. No nerd points, even if you get that one right, because it's obvious who that is, but... Maybe I'm just being stingy now in my old age. Maybe I'm just mean because I'm miserable and single. I don't know. I would really like a co-pilot. That seat's too empty. Come fly with me.
Northeast, turn left heading 245. Descend and maintain 2,700. Cleared ILS, runway 22. Approach, maintain 2,700 until established on a localizer. Contact rear tower on 120.1.
Turn left heading 245. Descend and maintain 2,700. Cleared ILS, runway 22. Approaches, maintain 2,700 until established. Tower on 120.1. Will travel 7325.
Part of me wants to try an ILS just to say I've done it. But see, that gauge is not really helping determine where I'm supposed to be going.
384, contact Atlanta Center on 119.575. Going to 119.575, Cessna 384.
Okay, as we fly in towards the line is closing the gap. So we have to fly into the line in future. Not that it matters much because we're like 5 miles away from our turn, but... I guess it's just one of those things like the more you know, you know?
Baron 684, contact Asheville approach on 124.65.
Asheville? Where's Asheville?
Going to 124.65. Baron 684. Asheville approach. Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684 with you. Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684. Asheville approach. Roger. Current altimeter 3071.
So see, now in real life, that would have been the first we would have known our altimeter was off. So in the meantime, we might have flown into a mountain and never even known it. NXN. There we go. And we're flying way too high. And we need to go to V234. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's just do it this way. No, that's the turn coordinator. Two, three, 4. It sucks I can't use the virtual instruments, but with the things all screwed up on me, it doesn't work. I wish someone would improve soft TL or soft TH, whatever it is. That this way, even when you're using the 3 screens like I am, your mouse is actually lined up where it belongs.
Atlanta Center on 132.625. 132.625. Cessna 368.
Well, if I remember right, it actually does work correctly on Call of Duty 4. So maybe it's something I just have to try deleting the profile and creating the profile again for this. And that would maybe get rid of that big black box I see over there on my right monitor. That'd be nice. "24 minutes to go until we approach Atlanta, which I think Atlanta is 1166. Whoops. Nosing down a little more aggressively than I wanted, especially with all these mountains nearby. And see, I was naturally leaning to the right again. Okay, Google. KATL VOR. "1166. Good to know. I thought it was, but it doesn't hurt to pull out your Google and double check. Because this is a private aircraft, I can leave my cell phone on during flight. I don't have to put it into airport mode.
Asheville approach. Cessna November 264 with you. Cessna November 264. Asheville approach. Roger. Current altimeter 3066.
I also don't have to check my gun in a bag. I can just carry it right on my hip. Isn't it wonderful? I mean, you can't have it in the terminal, so as soon as I get back to the terminal, I'm going to have to pack it up and put it in the suitcase, but... what goes on in the aircraft. They don't know. Actually, I don't know what the law is for that, because I know, like, in New York law, you're not allowed to have a firearm in a quote-unquote sanitary area. So, you know, past the security checkpoint, it's illegal to have a gun. But do you go to security checkpoint to get to the general aviation terminal, or do you just, like, walk right on? How does that work? Do they have a different security checkpoint? Is it as stringent as the commercial passenger? I don't know. Nice little mysteries, guys. Got some water over there. Some mountains over there. More water there.
Asheville approach. Piper November 36256 with you, 9,500.
Piper November 36256 Asheville approach. Roger. Altimeter 3071.
Trying to very, very gingerly bring this over. Make up for all those rough flights earlier. I want to make it so my crew back there don't even feel the plane turning. Oh, shit. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Look at that. Just using my rudder and my elevator. Not touching my ailerons at all. Like a mouse. Create copies like a mouse. Harass interns like a mouse. Actually, I don't know the lyrics to that song. Like a mouse. Sounds legit. 20 minutes. 20 minutes would make it 3:10. We're supposed to be landing 2 hours, 4 minutes after we took off. In theory. Huh, I can't really read my time. They're off the side of the window. Oh well. Now that song is stuck in my head. 'Cause you're as thick as a brick. Do 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 do. We're still too high. Bring that altitude down. Bleed off a little speed, Blitz. If you bleed off some speed, it'll naturally bring itself down. Sitting on a park bench. Real music nerds already know the rest of that song. Here's ones for you.
Cessna 128, traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 10,500. Cessna Skylane, report them in sight. Cessna 264, traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 9,000. Cessna Skyhawk, report them in sight.
I'll give you
have the Cessna Skylane in sight.
3 nerd points. If you could tell me what...
764, have the Cessna Skyhawk in
Would you
sight.
shut up, please? What a dog end is. Because his leg is hurting bad as he stoops to pick a dog end. and then goes down to the bog to warm his feet. Ready? Okay, your time's up. The answer is, it's a cigarette butt. He goes to pick up a cigarette butt. My guess is to see if there's anything left on it for him to light back up and smoke.
Traffic alert.
And then he goes down to the restroom to warm his feet up.
Suspect Skylane. Report them in sight. Suspect 128. Traffic in sight.
Asheville approach. Suspect November 35112 with you.
Suspect November 35112. Asheville approach. Roger. Current altimeter 3071. Baron 684. Contact rear approach on 118.8.
Sure, why not?
118.8 Baron 684. Rear approach Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684 with you 6700.
Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684. Rear approach. Roger. Current altimeter 3071.
It looks like our final leg, the one going into Atlanta proper, is 85 miles. Oh my gosh. So it's the second longest leg. Because the legs were 5 miles, 127, 57, 66, and then 85 for the last one. That's gotta be at least a half hour out of that last leg. I don't know if we'll make it. I mean, it's already 9:30. Paid no attention to the clock telling me it's only 3 o'clock. It's a lie. It's 9:30. I think going forward, I think it might be best if we actually flow real time, real date. Because trying to figure out what day it is every time before I take off is just confusing. I mean, yeah, this is one big flight in the scheme of things. And if you're really bored and you want to devote about 7 hours of your life to watching all 3 of these in one sitting, be my guest. And you'll see some continuity there. You'll also see some drawing breaks in continuity, but professionalism. This channel is not a good source of it. Let's face it, you're not here to watch a competent gamer. Well, maybe, yeah, you might be here to watch a competent gamer, maybe. But more likely than not, you're here to watch the babbling idiot. Any brief displays of competency are merely coincidental. Turns in 13 minutes. How's our GIPS looking? It's certainly looking like a GIPS to me. I think we're in Georgia at this point, honestly. Quote Blitzy, ooh, I've never seen such water. If we shot our ball into that lake, I'd go, ah, chuck! I can't believe I did it. Never mind, life's the landmark. Ew! There's something growing here. Why, yes. Yes, there is. My golf career. Again, spoiler alert. Sim Golf comes out tomorrow. Or at least a video of Sim Golf comes out tomorrow. Sim Golf has been out for years. The more you know. And my stick is perfectly level, and all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna fall out of the sky. I have to keep retrimming the damn thing all the time. Well, I'm not actually retrimming, I'm just manually holding back for now, but now I'm gonna retrim it. It's probably something to do with these mountains. As we go over the mountains, you know, it's screwed with our altimeter and stuff like that. I wouldn't put it past it to screw with our elevator, too. Okay, yeah, no. No nerd points if you guess that game. It'll be coming to the channel soon. So consider that a spoiler. No more spoilers. Wasn't that the name of a game for Wii? No more spoilers? Oh, No More Heroes. Okay. I thought it was No More Spoilers. Same difference. Is no one going to warn me about that Skylane? It's nowhere near us and heading the opposite direction. That's a perfect plane to tell us about. Hey, I got a joke. What do you call a bird that doesn't eat? A polynomial. Ha ha ha. Einstein jokes by Spinner Disc Productions. They're very funny. Look into them sometime. See, this is why FH, not FHA.
Clear approach. Hybrid November 36256 with you, 8,400. Hybrid
Speaking!
November 3,
How do I do it?
6, clear approach. Roger. Altimeter 3071.
This is why FAA regulations require you to take an 8-hour break after 11 hours of flying. I'd probably be better in real life too, because I mean, like the whole damn flight, I'd be like rolling up on my wing and looking out the window, going, ooh, ah, and then step up on the other one. Ooh, ah. And I'd look down at my display and it'd look like this. I'd be like, ooh, ah. That's not how the attitude indicator is supposed to look. That's, you know, you don't want to see it looking like that. That's bad. You ever have those times though when like you go say something and your brain doesn't kick in before your mouth does, and so you're like, and you kind of spew out this word salad that makes someone around you want to just say, English, motherfucker! Do you speak it? You know they don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese in France? Yeah, no, because they don't have pounds in France. They have the metric system. They don't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is. So they call it a McRoyal with cheese. Actually, you know what? I honestly don't remember if that's what they call it when I was in France. I did notice, however, if you go to McDonald's in France, they have wine on the menu. They'll also serve you fondue. Could you imagine going to McDonald's and getting a fondue? And McDonald's in Germany, I'm told, serves beer. I haven't been there yet, so I can't confirm that. McDonald's in Japan supposedly has squid ink buns if you want them. Sign me up for a black carbohydrate. That just looks wrong, you know? And in India, if I'm not mistaken, their most popular burger is actually like, not really a burger at all. It's like a flavored rice patty on a bun with lettuce and stuff. Like, it's, you know, it's basically a garden burger, but lettuce. Or rice, rather. But, I don't know. Maybe it was actually a chicken patty now that I'm thinking about it, but it's definitely, it's not a beef patty, because, you know, most of India, or a large substantial portion of India, is Hindu. Or Hindi. Someone who practices Hindu is Hindi, I think. Anyway, they worship cows, so they can't eat them. So they don't put many on the menu. It's apparently 2 degrees out. I wonder if that gauge actually works, if it always just says 2 degrees. I haven't paid that close attention. Probably be something good to pay attention to next time, right? I love how, look at that. Our mixed lever is almost completely off. And yet we're still using, 13.5 gallons per hour. And we are crashing. I guess that's why they created autopilot. This way you can just let your plane fly for you rather than trying to keep manually adjusting and correcting all flight. Today's beverage is Diet Sam's Cola. May not taste the best, but hey, it's relatively cheap. 85 cents for a 2 liter versus 89 cents for Wegmans brand. Or $1.89 for Coke. Coke, what are you doing? You're ridiculously overpriced. Especially considering I've gone to Dash's Market before and picked you up for 80 cents a bottle. There's no reason for you to be $1.89. That's just stupid. Why am I going down when my altitude's low? Because I'm an idiot.
Rear approach, Cessna November 18280 with you, 10,500.
Cessna November 18280. Rear approach, roger. Altimeter 3071.
3 minutes, 8 miles. Ouch. I got tired up on my wire again. Sorry. Earthquake. Skyquake, I suppose, technically. Is that a thing? Can we make it a thing? Ah! Ah! Skyquake! Ah! Okay, I'm done. Honestly, it seems like something Jamie from Mythbusters would do, wouldn't it? Doesn't it? Not Jamie. Adam. I'm like Jamie, but my mustache twitches more. And why is his name Jamie anyway? Shouldn't his name be Paul? After all, the walrus was Paul.
American Pacific 16906 is out of 6,200 for 4,400.
American Pacific 16906. Rear approach, roger. Altimeter 3071.
Told you about the fool on the hill. I told you he's living there still. Oh, there looks like an airport right there. Did you just barely see that glow coming off the road? Or off the ground? Well, let's start moving shit. Where's my finger? I can't find my finger. There we go. What do we want? We want 225.
Aaron 684. Contact Atlanta Center on 134.8.
Affirmative.
Emerald Harbor Air 7850. Contact Asheville approach on 124.65.
N, X, N.
124.65. Emerald Harbor Air 7850.
134.8. Aaron 684.
I'm trying to squelch her and she won't shut up.
Atlanta Center. Aaron Bravo.
Look, we're back in Atlanta Center where we started.
Aaron Bravo Tango Zulu 684. Atlanta Center. Roger. Altimeter 3071.
Now we are on our final leg. 85 miles to go.
501. Contact Atlanta
Probably be landing
Center
around
on
340.
127.5.
Which is not bad if that's the case. We'd only be about 6 minutes behind schedule.
Pacifica 501.
I'm going to show you the ultimate in unprofessionalism. I would mute your speakers
Atlanta
now.
Center, Pacifica 501. Wind use flight level 330. Pacifica 501.
Atlanta Center. Roger.
Okay, we're good. Well, as I lean out of the plane, just don't litter, kids! Just throw your tissues out the window. Man, this flight blows. Get it? This flight blows. No, okay. Look, those are the jokes, folks. You got to be coming here for the humor, because let's face it, you don't come here for the professionalism, you don't come here for the competency, or in fact the blatant incompetency. We're just kind of mediocre in our skills. So you got to be coming for the humor. That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, unless you're the sort of person who likes when I tell those sorts of jokes and you suffer from punishment. Punishment. Eh? No. Okay. Yeah, I tried. If I were in a sportier plane than this, I'd try an aileron roll, but I'd be worried that this one will rip its wings off. It's, it's the Cadillac of planes. It's not designed to be sporty, it's designed to be fun. Well, other way around. It's not designed to be fun, it's designed to be sporty.
Going at 135.35. Pacifica 501.
What's our fuel length? We currently have 68% fuel. We're almost there, and we've still got over 2/3 of a tank. I mean, at this point, we could probably just slap it to full and run it so that we're in the yellow zone instead of the green zone. Yeah, we'd be wasting fuel, but who cares?
637 heavy. Contact Atlanta Center on 127.5. Going to 127.5. Landmark 2637 heavy.
It's not like we're paying for the fuel, you know? And then once we see all of a sudden our gauge here goes snap and activates and that nav icon goes away, that means we'll be about 60 nautical miles away, because these things have a range of about 60 nautical miles. Maybe someday I'll actually start using the nav too, and the ADF and everything else like that. Or, ooh, here's one for you. That little box there, could you imagine if we ever used that one day? That'd be just crazy talk right there. Oh, there we go. 60 nautical miles out. We just hit the beacon.
7.05. Airwave 909er.
Currently approaching at 171. 59 nautical miles out. 21 minutes. Nearest airport list. We want to find KATL. 9 4. Too far away. We'll try it again later.
Center, Cessna November 3760 with you 10,000. Cessna November 3760, Atlanta Center, roger. Altimeter 3071.
I'll try again at about 30 nautical miles out. I think 30 nautical miles is probably about good to start talking about descents.
Baron 824, contact rear approach on 118.8. 118.8, Baron 824.
I wonder, do you think Google will find for me the correct ADF setting? That'd be crazy talk, wouldn't it? Okay, Google. KATL ADF.
Airport 130, contact Atlanta Center on 121.35.
Can't reach Google at the moment. Okay.
121.35 for Airport 130.
Okay, Google. KATL ADF. Well, that won't work. It's telling me no. Oh, nav aids for KATL Hartsfield International. Here we go. That's actually the link I want, I think.
Atlanta Center, Cessna November 264, with you 10,500.
Cessna November 264, Atlanta Center, roger. Current altimeter 3071.
Whoa, we are going way too low down. Remember, kids, don't text while flying. The one we are locked onto, the 116, is apparently Peachtree, whatever that's supposed to mean. Vortac, is that the one I actually want? I don't know. There's also a Mooney. Knob. There's it's NDB, non-directional beacon. Well, okay, I can't figure out what I'm looking here on my phone while I'm flying. So let's not do that, shall we? What do we got? We got another 48 knots to go. Let's see if we can find them yet. Nearest airport list. Airports further. Airports further. Ebenezer. What's closer? KTOC. Yeah, no. Still too far out. We'll try again later. See, in real life, I can just go hit the comm button and say, hey, yo, fly me in. I mean, I guess here I could also manually set my comm beacon, but I don't think they let you actually talk to those people unless you belong there. Unless maybe I kill my flight tracking and then call up Atlanta and say, hey, I'm coming in. You want to, leave the light on for me? I think I'm sinking to my seat again. Motel 6. We leave the light on for you. 43 knots. It's currently 3:20. Probably about another 20 minutes. And that says 15, so it's about 20 minutes left until I'm on the ground. Looks like there's another runway in front of me, but not the one I want.
Atlanta Center.
There you go.
Pacifica 4501.
That's
with you.
KGVL.
Pacifica 4501. Atlanta Center. Roger.
Would be nice if they told us to land on like runway 22 or something, because then we just fly straight in. We don't have to do any turns or nothing. We just literally just whee, boom, right in, because we're already pointed at 22. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. We're perfectly lined up with KVGL. Except for the fact that we're heading the wrong way. You see how this is actually not runway 22. It'd be runway... what? 4? Yeah, runway 4. God, my desk chair is in such bad shape. I swear my desk chair and my back are having a competition to see who's most decrepit and can fall apart fastest. I can tell you, I'm surprised at how dead the traffic is around here. 14,000 feet of Cessna. How the hell do you get enough engine to get all the way up there?
Atlanta Center, Baron, November 47824, with you. Baron, November 47824, Atlanta Center, Roger. Altimeter 3071. Baron 824, contact rear approach on 118.8. Baron 684, contact Atlanta approach on 119.3.
Affirmative.
119.3 for Baron 684. Atlanta approach, Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 684, with you. Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 684, Atlanta approach, Roger. Current altimeter 3071.
How about we... Gilmer Memorial, Habersham, KATL Zoo, Gwinnett County, Briscoe. I know someone who lives in Gwinnett County. Still too far out. Reminds me of that old Simpsons episode. Ow! Gwinnett. Ow! Gwinnett. No, huh? Hey, I didn't watch the show. That's literally like one of the few things I've ever seen from it. Another show I don't watch is South Park. I think I've seen all of 2 full episodes. What's the name of it? The Pirates episode? Which, believe it or not, I had to watch for school. And not just school either. I mean, I was in fucking law school and I had to watch the South Park episode of Pirates, you know? Because if we were, and you know, it's a funny thing. I signed up for this course. It's like, oh, modern piracy. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're talking about like, you know, internet pirates and, you know, intellectual property piracy. That'd be cool because I was doing a concentration in intellectual property. Get to class and find out it's actually a dual discipline class being taught by a professor of law school and a professor from the history department. It's actually about honest to God motherfucking pirates, like off the coast of Somalia pirates, and what is it? Pirates in sun glare. Can I flip my visor down? No, I can't. Oh gosh, Indonesia, Indonesian pirates, which apparently Indonesian pirates tend to be Indonesian police officers. Who knew? But I'm like, oh my god, it's got actual honest-to-God piracy. So that was what the course was on. That's why they had us watch the South Park episode. And then the other one I've watched is Cream Fraiche, which, you know, it's cream fresh, but creme fraiche, really, but, you know, they're in Colorado, so they, oh, it's Cream Fraiche. Cream Fraiche. Oh, I want Cream Fraiche.
Departure Baron, November 84520. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Baron, November 84520. Atlanta departure. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Cleared through Bravo airspace. Baron, November 84520.
See, that's what we need, is we need permission to transition to the Bravo airspace. Creme fraiche, not cream fraiche. Although for a while there, as you recall, we were doing really good on Cook Serve Delicious. We probably could have gotten a spot on Food Network. Because we were that good. Come on, I'm 25 miles out. Let me see the airport.
Atlanta departure, orbit 5049er is climbing through 5,200 for 1000. Orbit 5049er, Atlanta departure, roger, altimeter 3071.
Ebenezer,
Atlanta departure,
Gilmer, Mathis, Gwinnett, Stony, Aiken, Beatree, Chakar,
9260, Atlanta departure, roger, altimeter 3071.
Winber, Hawley, Lenora, Jackson, Flying S Ranch, Whispering Pines, Spring Valley, Elliott, DeKalb, Air Acres, Pegasus Run, Cherokee, Lola Landing. We're crashing.
Baron 520.
Dobbins Air Force Base.
On 121.0. World travel 90260. Contact Atlanta departure on 121.0. 121.0 for world travel 90260. Going at 121.0, Baron 520.
Is that off in the distance right there? It might be. Look at that, there's like 3 or 4 airports right on top of each other. Oh, look at that. There's a little blue line right there. Does that mean when we cross that blue line, we actually transition to the airspace? Do you have to request transition? Or do I just fly there and say, hey, I'm here, let me in? Jim's Privates. KTFY, KPGZ.
Orbit 504.
Look, I'm in your airspace.
Center on 127.05.
Let me in, let me land.
127.05. Orbit 5049er.
Why am I having such a hard time doing this? Hey, there it is.
Atlanta Tower, Baron, Bravo Tango Zulu 64 is type Baron, 6 miles southeast of Gulf, altitude 7, requesting transition. Baron, Bravo Tango Zulu
15 miles.
64, transition approved.
Atlanta Tower airspace.
Acknowledge.
Report clear. Baron, Bravo Tango Zulu 64.
Give me a landing.
Tower, Baron, Bravo Tango Zulu 64. To land.
Baron, Bravo Tango Zulu 684, Atlanta Tower. Entered left, downwind, runway 8 left, altimeter 3071.
Great.
Make left traffic, runway 8 left, Baron 64.
So we need to make runway left. And that'd be 8. So that's going to be about 80 or so. So that is eventually what we want our input vector to be. So let's start making left to enter. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to do this by the book. We want to go parallel to the airport. There's the airport. You can see it just on the edge of the screen. We're going to go parallel to the airport until we pass it. Hang left so we're perpendicular to the airport. Hang another left and come in on the runways. That's the idea. The hope and dreams of an entire nation. 10 miles out. Might have started my turn too early, but whatever. We'll deal with it. It might be that big chunk of tarmac right there on the edge of my screen. Maybe, maybe not. Only 10 miles out. I guess what we should probably do is make sure we stay in the Atlanta airspace rather than going into the other
Atlanta Tower,
airport.
7666 is 11 miles west, inbound visual, runway 10, approach. Orbit 7666, Atlanta Tower. Make straight in, runway 10, altimeter 3071. Take straight in, runway 10, orbit 7666.
I don't know. Would you get into an aircraft that had a tail number of 666? Just saying. Maybe it's me, but I don't think I would do it. Just on the outside case, something turns out to be right. Look, there's the city. See it? Do you see it? Oh! And there's that other airport we were avoiding. KPDK. White over white, you're high as a kite. Yes, we are. Let's go fly a kite. Up to the highest height. Sorry, I'm trying to move in this chair, and like I said, it's very uncomfortable. Because it's broken. Five nautical miles out. Sorry, let me just try to carefully move this. We're going to stand up in the middle of the plane, because that's something you can do, obviously. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this view. That's cool. Now that we're crashing. No, we're not crashing. We're flying high. Okay. Sorry, I know. Professionalism.
Orbit 7666, cleared to land, runway 10. Cleared to land, runway 10, orbit 7666.
Okay, let's bring up some flaps. Start coming in. Well, there's the plane coming in. Is that orbit 666? No, it's not. Is that the airport? That might be the airport. In fact, that's probably the airport. We'll whack that back to full. Start bringing up my fuel flow a little bit. I'm going to guess that there is the airport. Only 1.3 miles away. Is that really it? Can that be? Because that looks like we're a hell of a lot further away than a mile. I don't see any other airports. How are we only 1 mile away from the beacon? We must have the beacon set wrong. That's got to be what it is.
Atlanta Tower, airway 203, 11 miles west, inbound visual, runway 10, approach. Airway 203, Atlanta Tower, fly straight in, runway 10, altimeter 3071. Take straight in, runway 10, airway 203.
All these people flying straight in and I don't see any of them. It's gotta be the airport, isn't it? I'm assuming once we pass the airport, he'll say, okay, we're clear to come in. But, God, we know that's not the airport because that is... Wrong button.
Orbit 766.
That's KMGE.
Next taxiway.
Directly in front of me is KFTY. That there has to be the airport.
Atlanta Tower, Baron, Bravo, Tango, Zulu, 64, is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions.
10 o'clock?
Orbit 7666, contact ground on 121.75, Baron 684, airport is 9 o'clock, 14 miles.
14 miles. Yeah, we had the wrong beacon. Okay. We got the right beacon now. So it wasn't 1166, it was 1169. We lined up with Peachtree, which was probably that airport we just passed was probably Peachtree.
Airwave 203.
As I said, there was no way in hell we were 1 mile away. 14 miles, that seems reasonable.
Clear to land, runway 10, airway 203.
I think the draw distance is 10 miles, which is why we don't see aircraft actually coming in. I want to wait until that clears my back wing before I start turning. Or clears the back of my wing, rather. Keep level with the beacon, please. Okay, there's the back of my wing. Let's start bringing it around. Nice gingerly turn. There we go. Slowly roll it up. No need to rush. There you go. The airport's just coming into view for you. There's another airport directly below me. Below me. That must be KFTY. We're going to start rolling out. What are we? 13 miles out. We've already missed our landing window because we suck and we lined up with the wrong runway. I would not have turned that early if I had realized I was flying for the wrong airport. This is de Havilland. curious, how's our frame rate look? Down to 30, yes! I mean, I guess you've been 30 all flight, but... Well, let's go over our dashboard. Yep, there's an airport. Not our airport, but an airport nonetheless. Is that Dash 8 going for it? I think the Dash 8's landing.
Airwave 203, turn next taxiway.
No, he's just flying by real close. 3966. 41.1, okay. I stand corrected. There we go, look at that. Almost perfectly perpendicular to the runway.
84, cleared to land. Runway 8 left.
Acknowledge.
Land, runway 8 left, Baron 64.
Airwave 203.
Is that actually the leftmost runway, now that I'm thinking about it?
75.
Okay, Google. KATL airport map. This is probably the worst time in the world to be checking this.
Atlanta Tower, Cessna, November 41672, please 11 miles southeast with November, land.
Yes,
Cessna, November
8L is the
41672,
leftmost runway.
Atlanta Tower, entered right downwind, runway 10, altimeter 3071.
Make right downwind, runway 10, Cessna 672.
They're smart, having me come in on runway 8 when everyone else is coming in on 10. So I don't get in their way. Yeah, see, because it goes 8 left, right, 9 left, right, and then 10. So again, we're going to keep flying straight until my left wing clears the runway. Then we'll come in for our final. How's our fuel mix looking? I'm going to make it just a little bit richer just in case. In fact, we should probably... No, I'm actually going to come in at an off angle. I'm not going to come in perfectly perpendicular where I'm supposed to. I'm actually going to stay off to the side a little bit. Gives me a little more maneuverability. Can we see all? Well, maybe if I dip my wing down a little bit. There we go. See, there's 5 runways there. We want the leftmost runway. Here's my flaps and my gear. Well, we're committed now, people. Bit of a roll. We're a little over a 2-minute turn, but we'll be okay. Things are getting scary, guys. There we go, white and red. Level out, straighten my head. Fuck it. Fuel to full. Prop to full. Throttle being brought up as necessary. Bit of crosswind. We got this. Sorry, I just punched you. We're a little high. Bring it down, bring it down. There we go. A little off center. We can fix this. 2 and 2. Now we're perfect. Stay on this glide slope. Bring my speed down a little bit. Counter steer a little to the left. A little to the left. KATL. We're lined up with the right runway. Bring it on home, boys. Bleed off my speed. Bleed off my speed. Flaring. 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 Brakes. We're down. We're down.
Cessna 672 cleared to land. Runway 10. Aaron 684, turn next taxiway.
Cleared to land. Runway 10. Cessna 672.
Aaron 684, contact ground on 121.75.
Pleasure flying with you, Atlanta.
121.75. Aaron 684.
I guess taking the southwest parking.
Atlanta ground, Aaron Bravo Tango Zulu 684. Taxi to southwest parking.
Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684. Taxi to general aviation parking. Using taxiway Bravo 7 Delta. Delta India X-ray India Echo Delta. November 10 Romeo 11 Romeo 10 Romeo 11 Romeo 10.
Atlanta ground.
What?
Please repeat transmission for Aaron 684.
Baron Bravo Tango Zulu 684. Taxi to general aviation parking. Via taxiway Bravo 7 Delta. Delta India X-ray India Echo Delta. November 10 Romeo 11 Romeo 10 Romeo 11 Romeo 10.
What?
Taxiing to general aviation parking. Via taxiway Bravo 7 Delta.
Let's
Delta
turn on the
India
progressive
X-ray
taxi,
India
shall we?
Delta, November 10 Romeo 11 Romeo 10 Romeo 11 Romeo 10. Aaron Bravo Tango Zulu 684.
Am I on the line or am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I'm supposed to be going the other way. It says turn first first taxiway. They didn't tell me they wanted me to go the other taxiway. Is this an active runway? I hope it's not. Atlanta, fix your shit. Look, it actually does say Dixie. Can you tell which runway or which airport was brought to you by Microsoft and which airport was brought to you by a person who had too much free time on their hands? This is wonderful. I literally have to drive across all 5 runways. Oh my god, airport planners, what are you doing to me? Yeah, see, we get all this extra shit on the ground that we didn't have on the Microsoft airport. They're just sitting there, they're not moving. Hi guys. I think I found the tower. I guess we should probably turn on our cabin lights. Just to say we did. We could probably turn off our pitot heat at this point, because let's face it, if we need to heat our pitot in Atlanta, we're doing it wrong. I mean, it is January 14th, I think this flight is taking place on. So it's got to be close to 80 right now. Because again, it is Georgia. It's always summer in Georgia.
Cessna November 41672, taxi to parking. Cessna November 41672, taxi to general aviation parking. Using taxiway Sierra Golf 4, Sierra Golf, Sierra Charlie, Sierra Juliet 2, Sierra November 6 Sierra, Mike Lima 7 Lima Foxtrot Delta. Cessna November 41672.
Just what? You know, it's a good thing I have this little dotted line on the ground here. In fact, in real life, I think if you do get lost, you can actually call and say, you know, guide me, and you'll get this guy in like a little truck. You just drive behind him, follow him. Because believe me, in a runway like this, I'd just be like, you know what, fuck it, just show me where to go. And it's funny that they got 5 runways, well, 10 in parlance, but 5 runways, and they're all pointed exactly the same. Most airports have 2 different wind directions. Well, 4 technically, because like I said, again, you each runway, or most runways run double directions. But it gives you more options to have those crisscrossing runways. By having all 5 of your runways running parallel to each other, you limit your options for air travel.
Atlanta, ground, Sword 1246 with Oscar, ready to taxi IFR.
Sword 1246, taxi 2 and hold short of runway.
Wait a minute. Isn't the SOAR a glider?
Contact tower on 119er.
How is it going to take off and taxi?
Taxi, hold short, runway 9er, left, via taxiway Lima, Sword 1246.
Oh, no, it's not a glider. It's a super light. That's right. Yep. Those are the training missions. They're all done on the SOAR. It's a super light. There's like basically an engine, a stick, and have fun with that. No, you also have an altimeter. But all this other shit on my gauge, no, they don't have any of that. There we go, guys. We're in front of El Blocky Building Extraordinaire. You wish you could drift a plane like that. Mad skills, yo. And we're going to shut the engine off. And we're going to shut... Well, actually, now we killed the fuel throw. Now we'll actually shut the magnetos off. At least I thought we would. Or not. You know what? Fuck it. You know what the game is. Until next time, people. Hello. Dawned on me that I forgot to show you the flight analysis. So let's hit the Centurion application and hit play. Do you have to hold this button? Or does that have to click it periodically? So you see we kind of went wee around the airport a little bit, lined up with the runway. Can we zoom in? Well, we can, but it doesn't really show us much. And as usual, we dicked around on the ground for a little bit. There we go. Can I set the... Oh, that's right. We moved a little bit, then we dicked around some more. And then we dicked around some more. There we go. So it took us... No, it looks like we stopped again. I don't remember stopping that much in the beginning. Maybe we did. Oh, there we go. We're on the ground. Oh, off the ground. So we took off about 5 minutes after our projected flight path. Can I make the time compression any faster? I can. Look at that. And we were nowhere near our target, as you know we usually don't do. Look how bad we are! Oh my god! Into North Carolina. Oh, look at that. Now it's suddenly smooth. Why is it smooth now? I don't know. But it is. Our altitude is actually not terrible. Our heading leaves much to be desired. See, that's the advantage of using autopilot. You just set it up and boom, you're good. See, that's where I finally realized we were off the beacon and then proceed to go whee off the map for the next one. Thick is a non-directional beacon, I think. I really got to learn how to use those things, the non-directionals. Way off course there. Blitz, what the fuck were you thinking? Dude, this guy's an idiot. There we go. Back on the flight path. Just in time to hit the beacon and go whoop off the rails again. Look, there he goes. There he goes. Off the rails. Watching this kind of reminds me of a Benny Hill. We just hit the outer ring. This one I'm looking. Oh, good. We found the airport. Yes, we're going to line up on the airport. Oh, shit. Wrong airport. Right. So we're going to go over here then. And shit. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Yep. Okay, we found it. Nope. Or it's over here. Wait, no, stop. It's over here. Yep, there we go. I don't know how it stopped in midair like that. Was that like me paused or something? Because it went whoop. No. Okay, good. Boom. Oh, that must have been when I landed. And I'm like, wait, what did they just say to me? Yeah, see? That's where we landed. That would have been helpful if I had that on the whole time. This is where we landed. I go, wait, what? Because I pulled off this taxiway. Wait, no. You want me to do what now? Turn around. Come back. Look at that. So, 9 actually is set up for the system where it shows you little bleepy things, ILS. And then 10 is your other VOR. Oh my god, that's no. So yeah, 2 hours 27. We made it from Virginia to Georgia. Completing our leg, our cheesesteaks will be delivered in one piece. And I guess I'll be seeing you around on whatever the next game is. Until then.